Hello and welcome to Bravo Sport, that channel that gives you the latest transfer. Table is shaping up. Game 1 is done. Currently, Newcastle United number 1, Brighton number 2, Manchester City number 3, and Arsenal closing that top 4 at the moment. If you are new, ensure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Bravo Sport. You can also follow us on Facebook page at Bravo Sport. You can search, if you're in Facebook, you can just search Bravo Sport. One word, you'll get that follow button. You can click it, then that one will ensure you join our family. Also, on YouTube channel, you can as well search Browse Sport, then you get that subscribe button, click it, then you join this family. You can also identify us through our unique logo written Bravo Sport. Now, also, if you are within Nairobi, especially like some area, you want a place where you can watch football, I want to invite you to come to Bravo Sport, just next to Friends Church. It's a place where you can call it value for money. A very good environment, place where you can watch your best game there. We have many fans across all clubs, of course, fans from Manchester United, Arsenal, Chelsea, all fans, even local team fans like Gor Mahia and FC Leopard, they are there. I want to invite you to come to Bravo Sport. Now, going into this game, of course, yesterday Manchester United played against Wolves. People expected Manchester United to win, especially after what happened to Wolves, especially when, I don't know whether they sacked their coach or the coach just left 3 days to the game opener. And that game was very, very interesting. I think Wolves deserved to win that game. Manchester United was very, very poor, especially in that midfield. And that should be a great concern to Erin Ten Hag, especially that combination of Fernandes, Casemiro and Mount. It was not working, man. I don't know what was happening there. Apart from that one-on-one chance of Rashford in that game, I think Wolves dominated that game entire 90 minutes. They did everything okay apart from scoring. They wasted a lot of opportunity, and of course, Onana was having his debut. I think he played so well. He got some great save that gave Manchester United that 3 points. And sometimes you don't need to play well to win. Sometimes you need that kind of luck. You need that kind of trying to track that kind of win. And I think Manchester United will take that win and move forward. But going forward, I think they need to identify those areas. It was very, very poor for Manchester United, and Wolves deserved to win. Of course, in that game also there was some shout for penalty, which I think that was a penalty, and that again VR let us, and that was a penalty, and I think VR let us down. But all in all, I think Manchester United will take that point, those 3 points, and move going forward. The next game we'll be having Tottenham. I think if they don't change some basic things, it's going to be hard for them. Against Tottenham, will be playing at home for the first time under the new coach. On Saturdays, of course, the big match of Saturday was Chelsea versus Liverpool. What a match that was! And I look at that game, I saw Chelsea, what Chelsea trying to do in that area. I think Chelsea played so well in that game. I don't know whether Chelsea was a better team or Liverpool was the worst team that day. You can't tell, especially in the first game of the season. It could be that Liverpool was that worse, especially after 30 minutes. I think they dominated the game the first 30 minutes. Then after that, Chelsea took it over until the end of the game. And if you're a football fan, and maybe if you're a Chelsea fan, you must go home that day very excited, saying that I can see what Pochettino is trying to say. Of course, we know the quality of what Pochettino brings in any team, but how he played against Liverpool, that was very, very brilliant going forward. And I can see what he's trying to do going forward, especially if you add Caicedo and Fernandes in that midfield. It's going to be very interesting, something to watch. And I can say that Chelsea will have a very, very good season. Of course, people expected Chelsea to have back four, but instead of back four, he opted for back three, where Chilwell and James were what we call overlapping fullbacks, and it was really interesting. If you have James, Chilwell, then Silva at the center of these young midfielders, young defenders, then you have Caicedo and Fernandes, then maybe some few people up there. I think Chelsea is going to be a very, very good team in this season. And of course, we have to wait and see. Next game, Chelsea is playing against West Ham on Saturday, and Liverpool will be playing against Bournemouth. And those games will tell us more whether Chelsea was a good team that day or it was just Liverpool, a better team. But for Liverpool, I think it is a great concern, especially after losing Caicedo. And I also understand that Lavia have also chosen Chelsea over Liverpool. Liverpool must get a midfielder, and I don't know who else is there who can bring quality in that Liverpool team. Arsenal played on Saturday against Forest. I think they dominated the first 60 minutes. After that, they conceded a very good counter-attack. Since then, it was very nervy at the end. And Arsenal, I think they need to kill the game. That was something that I realized that day, that they don't take games seriously. They score two goals is not enough in this Premier League. You need to score more. And that is what I think Arsenal should do going forward. They need to be ruthless. If you're 2-0 goal, if you are 2-0 down, your team, your Arsenal, they played against Forest on Saturday, and of course, people expected Arsenal to win anyway. But that day, Arsenal dominated the game. I think the first 60, if not 70 minutes. Then after that, they conceded a very well counter-attacking goal. After that, it was very nervy at the end. I think with Arsenal, what they need to do, they need to kill game. 2 goals is not enough in this league, because when you get 1 goal, then the team is back in the game. So that was something that they must learn from, because you cannot just wait there. You have scored 2 goals. Now you, or maybe you pull your leg out of the paddle. You need to continue pushing. You continue doing what you are doing until the end of the game. Especially nowadays that the extra time can be even as much as 10 minutes. You can't allow that. So Arsenal must be ruthless. Of course, next weekend, Arsenal is playing against Crystal Palace away. That will be London Derby. Of course, another game, Man City played against Burnley. Of course, physically, Burnley, I think, was a better team. But if you have Haaland in your team, you know what you can get. So it was also a very easy win for Manchester City. And of course, next one will be Manchester City against Newcastle. I look at that table, you can see that for me, Newcastle performance surprised many, especially that game was very, very hard. And we should not write off Newcastle. That team is really good, man. I can see what they are trying to do. All their players they bought during this summer, I think they played so well, especially Tonali. And I can see them performing even much better. That game against City is going to be a very interesting game to watch, and we can't wait to see. So thank you so much. This is my photo analysis. I think game one started the way we expected it to be, and the only issue is injury with players. Players are getting injury and there. I think because of high intensity of this game, we hope that they can get well very soon, so that we can have what you call competitive football. So going forward, let us wait for game 2 coming weekend. Thank you so much.